Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I have something a little bit different as this tutorial is going to cover a farmhouse. This is something I don't normally build on the channel, so I did want to take on the challenge. I think it turned out great and I really do hope that you enjoyed the build and enjoyed the tutorial and are able to follow it through for yourself. If you did like the video, be sure to go down and leave a like. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. But with that all said, let's get straight into the tutorial. To start off today's tutorial, I will fly up and you can take a screenshot of the dimensions for the build as shown on your screen now. This is the main layout and you see each section is broken up into different colours of concrete. Then we're going to take some brick blocks, and on top of this grey and yellow concrete section I'm going to build up by one brick block all the way around, just like this. And this is going to act as the foundations to our little farmhouse here. I'm going to leave these ones as this will be the interior of the build anyway, so we don't need to add them at the moment. Then take stripped spruce logs and bring those up by 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We want to do that all the way around. Then coming to this left hand side now, come to this very corner in a block and go up by 1. The next one in, go up by 2, like that, then 3, then 4, and then finally go in 5, so you stair step all the way up to get to that point. These ones here will come one less, like so, and one below that, so you have this shape right here. Then at the front, we can just bring all the front ones up to meet the same height as this guy here, so just along. Something like this until you have a wall of spruce that looks like that. Then underneath that you will see this other little section, and again you want to place bricks on top of these temporary blocks as a foundation. Then these come up by 1, 2, 3 and 4, both of those just in line with that block. Up by 4 here as well. The middle blocks, bring them up to the same height, then 3 and then 1, and that will give us a nice little shape for another roof section right there as well. Then moving round to the right, you will see there is another grey and yellow concrete temporary block here, and this is for more spruce section. This time though we want to take our brick blocks and bring them up by 3, as the foundations on this side is going to be a little bit higher. So 3 blocks all the way around this, like so. Take your stripped spruce log once again, this time go up by 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And again bring all of the sides all the way up by 6 blocks. Then in the middle, bring those 3 up by 1 and 1 in the centre. Again you will see the shape of the roof will follow that line right there. Now it's time to work on this centre section on top of the orange and grey concrete here. Once again take your brick blocks, and these are actually going to come up by 3, the same as we've done over there. So yeah, 3 blocks of bricks on top of each one of these temporary blocks. Okay, I've missed out the ones that's going to be in the interior as they are not really required. But then coming from the outside, this time take some stripped birch logs, and we want to come up 9 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, like this, and that goes all the way around as well. Now you should have something that looks like this. You may notice that I have done place some temporary blocks just to get this bit in place as well. You can build up right from the bottom, but then you end up wasting the blocks for that space. So it's just a thing to note that if you want to cover this, place some temporary blocks along there, and then you can fill in that section just above of these spruce blocks here. On this side I've not filled it in yet, as we're actually going to come in and right on top of these spruce blocks we're going to come across by 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, like that. And those are actually going to go 4 high, so that's 2, 3 and 4, and once again we just copy that all the way across, like so. Then we want this to be 5 wide, so once again with the temporary blocks, place in, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, like so. Bring those up to the same height as we have already. Then come to the back, place in temporary blocks running all the way across until you meet up with this wall, and bring those up by 4 as well. You don't need to worry about this side here as it'll be covered up by the roof, but if you come to the left hand side, what you want to do once again, bring it across by 3 and up by 1, so we do keep that shape of the roof we've been doing throughout. You can remove these temporary blocks once you are finished. If you're building in survival, you may want to save all the blocks that you can, and that's going to be the main shape for each one of our sections of the build. Time now to add a little section here for a balcony. So for this balcony, take your brick block once again, place 1 right there on the corner, place 2 oak stairs in this gap, then a brick, and this time want to do upside down brick stairs, like so. Another block, 2 more stairs, a block, 2 stairs, a block on the corner, turn round, 2 more stairs, and then 1 more block like that. If you've placed temporary blocks like I have, then you can replace those with some grass, just to hide it, like so. Fill in this section now with some oak planks. That's going to be the floor for our balcony. Then a brick wall on each one of the full blocks going around. Bring an oak fence up by 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then join those fences up at the top with some oak fence gates, creating a nice little pattern going across that our roof section will sit on top of. You're almost ready now to move on to the roof, but first off, come back to your main structure here for the birch, strip birch wood, and bring those across by 5, then 3, then 1 in the middle to create this point. At the other side, it's almost the same, but we do have to add in 1 more block for this side. So on top of this spruce plank here, or log here, bring that up all the way to meet up with that, just like so. Then we can do the same roof design, bringing that up into a single point, just like that. Then coming back round to the front, we want to take some dark oak stairs, and right on top of these fences and fence gates, bring a line all the way across, like that. Then if it is measured out correctly, it should meet up with this join here between the 2 different wood colours, and then you simply fill that in. Come to this section, if you place stairs on top of these blocks and then bring them out by 1 and 1 down like so, that gives a nice little overhang, and you can do the same again on the other side, like that. For the underside, do upside down stairs, and upside down stairs right in the centre, and then slabs all the way across. Once again, you can fill those in, like that. For this section, there is going to be a gap just because of our balcony, so just do upside down stairs, regular stairs on top, and stair step your way all the way up, like this. Till we get to the top, upside down stair right in the middle, and then do the same here, coming 1 below with upside down stairs and regular ones. And again, each one of these roofs follow the same pattern, so I'm going to add them all in, and then we can take a look at what it's supposed to look like when it is all finished. Now that the roof sections are in place, it should look something like this. You should have seen in the time lapse roughly how I put these together, just following the lines that we created initially with the spruce and birch logs. So this one here just overhangs a little bit there, and it creates this nice little pattern, and yeah, everything should all match up if the dimensions and things were correct. Coming underneath of the balcony now, and you want to do the same under here, using upside down stairs and the gaps, just like so. And do that on each one of these, just to make it a nice bit thicker. Then on this wall, right here, we want to do upside down stairs going across, like this. creating a nice little overhang for the balcony. What we want to do next is come up to the front section, and we're going to add a little dormer here as our final piece to our roof. So come in by 3 on the birch, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block you can punch away those stairs right there. Place upside down stairs on the 2 edges, like that. Place right side up stairs on top of those. You need to replace these stairs and have them turned so that they join together. And then place a slab coming across like this, with an upside down stair right there. And these ones here can also be turned, just to give that nice little turned stair effect like so. And a nice little window can sit under that dormer once again. Then take dark oak fence gates, and any straight areas we want to place dark oak fence gates like so, going across, adding a nice little effect looking like the roof is attached with these little bits of wood right here. So you can do that going all the way around, like these sections here, another one here, and then all the way across of this large back section. Really helps to break that up just a little bit. There we go, all the roof sections are in, the fence gates are done, and it's now time to work on some more of the details on the exterior of the build. The first of these details we can add is a chimney, which works great on this back wall right here, marked out with these blocks. So you can bring those up with your bricks, going 3 high, just to match the base section there. Right in the back section in the middle, we want to bring that all the way up, breaking away a couple of these blocks. Then we want this to go 6 above the stairs here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can cap that off with a wall and a little flower pot as a chimney. Bring the side sections up until they meet with the top of the roof here, and little stairs on top, like so. Bring this up by 3, stair in the middle, a few wall blocks, another stair here. You can break away blocks in the middle like so, and add upside down stairs. Add stairs in either side of that, and that is a nice chimney to help with the detail on this side of the build. Then coming to the front of the base now, take your bricks, place one right in the very centre, miss a gap, one on the left and one on the right. Place a stair on top of each one of those with a wall on either sides like so. Coming round to the side, miss a block with a stair on top. Another one right there. Round to the back. Place one right there with a stair and walls. Then again, right in the centre, we want one there, one in the corner, another one with walls either side of those, and stairs on top. And that adds a nice bit more structure to the foundation of this part of the base. Now we move round to the left hand side of the build, and this small section here is going to be a little side door for our build. Place some bricks on top with a stair in the middle. This time turn the stairs so they create this more circular pattern like so. Place a wall on either side with a oak fence on top of that. Place a dark oak stair on top of the fences, facing out to the side, with a slab in the middle and a slab on top. And then we can punch away the two there for a little side doorway into our house here. You can then add some bricks on either side of those, and that finishes off our side door as detail for the left hand side. Now the build is in need of some windows and some decorations on these areas, so our main structure here in the middle, we're going to decorate that out with some windows and things. So on the very base, right above these bricks, break 3 blocks across, right in the centre, and have it a 3x3 just like that. Break away one more, placing spruce stairs upside down like so, with some regular glass in the middle. You can go for a colour glass pane if you want. I'm going for regular glass panes. Then take some dark oak slabs and come across right on top of, in front of those stairs. Then you want to bring that down by 1 like that, and then down again, another one, so we have it out by 3 going down. Place 2 dark oak fences on the wall with a dark oak fence gate coming from that, and the same again on the other side. A nice little canopy area for our window. Oak trapdoors along the bottom. Then right above that, leave a block gap and break out 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, just like so. Upside down spruce stairs again. Add our glass and so, like so. Place a spruce trapdoor on the very bottom of this glass pane here and here, but on the top half of this block right there. That way we can add in some spruce fence gates and a little flower pot, and we can add a flower to that a little bit later on. Moving up to the left where we created this dormer section, break out 3 of the blocks, place stairs upside down, 2 glass panes, spruce trapdoor with a fence gate underneath of that. Then underneath our canopy section, we want to come straight in here, and a doorway is going to go in the centre. So punch out 2 blocks and replace the floor there with a oak plank and a spruce door right there. Then dark oak trapdoors surrounding the door, like that. Leave a block gap and punch out a 2x2. Leave a 2 block gap and another 2x2 like so. Spruce trapdoors at the base of this one. Then replace those top ones with spruce stairs upside down again. Adding in your glass. Right there. We're going to create a little birch couch here, bringing that across by 4 blocks with a birch sign either side. Apparently you can decorate out this little porch section, placing in some flower pots around, and we can place flowers in them later on as little decorations. We do actually want to add in the dark oak fence gates under this section as well, just to add some more detail to this top part of the balcony. And you should have something that looks like this. Now we're round at the back, and we're going to add in some windows to this section. So right here I want to just add it to either side of the middle block, just like there, one up from the base. So I want to have these 4 high. We're just going to do the same trick with the trapdoors that we did on the front with a flower pot, something like that. And again, up top, just leave a block gap and break away 3 this time, as it's going to be slightly smaller windows up top, like this, once again, with the trapdoors and fence gates. For this section here, I'm just going to do 2 in the middle, breaking away those with upside down stairs, trapdoors and fence gates once again, down to this large wall here, on the 4th block in, so 1, 2, 3 and 4 right there. We want to have that 2 high. Then 2 blocks from here, so on the 3rd block we want this to be 1, 2, 3 wide, 2 high. Again adding in the spruce fences, stairs and glass. And there we go, the build is now complete. At least the exterior is anyway, and I do hope that you enjoyed. I think it turned out great. As you can see, I've added in some leaves and vines to some parts of the build, and I think it really does help settle into the environment. I've added in custom trees around the place and a little path out the front, and this would look awesome sitting on a farm with a large wheat field and other farm builds and decorations around the area. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to go down and leave a like. Consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. And with that, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks again for watching. Until the next one, bye bye.